My life is an exhibition where I explore and express my personal identity through the creation of art, specifically my personal identity as a teenager and how my experiences and thoughts are able to define my identity as one. The title My Life is chosen as so due to me being in a young age of 17 years old. Most of my memorable life started in the early years of my adolescence. Despite the title My Life being subjective, since as years goes by, those memorable experiences will become less and less impactful, taking only a small account of my actual age in the future. My life will nonetheless present some of the most impactful experiences and thoughts in my life. My own perspective towards my own life often consists of having a lot of doubts and questions, which has been heavily influencing the artistic statement to this exhibition. Therefore, this exhibition will present my attempt at exploring and expressing my personal identity through the art that will be included in the exhibition. In this exhibition, I want the audience to feel and understand a small glimpse into different parts of my life, whether it's something about my life in the past, something in the present time, whether it's my perspective towards myself, or even just some experiences that means a lot to me. At that note, I hope for the audience that are experiencing similar experiences to be able to relate themselves with some of the artwork included, so that they'll be able to create a value out of it or even just to relate, knowing that someone else is going through what they're going through. Straying Away is an artwork created to portray my experiences as a teenager in the school year while COVID 19 is taking over the world. After a lot of rethinking, dwelling on the past, I've realized that life was good and I often took things for granted, having friends, being able to socialize, etc., which turns out to be something that I value very much now. Inspired by Martha Rosler, the life in the pandemic, portrayed by the black and white figure in space, is juxtaposed with the life before the pandemic, portrayed by the photomontage through the door turning darker as memories start fading away. The second artwork, titled Lost, focuses on my cultural identity, not being able to identify and explore my cultural identity when having parents from two different cultures. Even with two different cultures, I'm unable to truly experience one of them as I'm intensely exposed to globalization due to the location I'm living in. The use of masks in the artwork is used to represent the two cultures, and the hollowed out face is used to depict and emphasize further my confusion and feeling of lost. Not knowing what culture defines my identity as I'm not able to understand neither of my parents' cultures. The third artwork is titled Witness, inspired by Nyoman Masriadi's 1999 Inibos. This artwork revolves on the broad subject of bullying. This specific artwork depicts the feeling of being powerless as a bystander witnessing a bully. The tears to the eyes shows pity the bystander have towards the victim as they stay mute watching something no one deserves to experience, influencing them, which is seen through the white roots. In my case, I've always been surrounded by bullying regardless of the target to the bullying, which has definitely shaped my identity as I'm able to be more self-aware towards my own actions. The fourth artwork is titled Outs and Ins, a diptych artwork both discussing my perspective towards myself and who I am. Outs depicts how I view myself as a person in the context of social, which in my case is close to non-existent, depicted by the abundant amount of negative space, not knowing for sure what people's perspective are towards me, and always second guessing what kind of person I should be for a certain people. Ins is a perspective of mine towards myself about socializing, wanting to socialize more while not being great at doing so. Can be seen in the two dividers, which includes the window and the half open door, only being able to present a few things about myself, represented by the random items in the room.